In this video, we will be seeing how to write a method or member function in Java. So method is nothing but block of statements which is written as a module, and when executed, it will perform some specific task. So method is nothing but it's like a function in C or C++, but because it is written within the class, it is called method or member function. So in Java, we call a function as method or member function because it is written within the class. So we can define it as block of statements which when executed will perform some task. So block of statements which when executed performs specific task. So according to our requirement, we can place the logic or executable code within the block. And according to requirement, whenever we want, we can call with the method name in the program from anywhere. So methods in the methods, or we can call it as member function, is used for organizing the program or code in classes. So within the classes, if you have so much code, so generally in Java program, if much code is there, we divide the code using classes. We use the modules called classes, and class can contain data members and member functions or method. So data and methods, multiple methods are used for categorizing the code within the class. So methods are nothing but blocks or member functions which are used for categorizing the code within the class in Java. So used for organizing code in class of Java. In Java class. So it provides modularity, and for proper organization of code within class, we use methods, and because it is present within the class, it is called member function. So we can define it as block of statements which when executed will perform some specific task. Now to write a method in Java, the syntax which we use is we write first return type, which can be any of the data types in Java, and followed by the method name. And beside the method name, we write parentheses inside which we write parameters. So these parameters are nothing but to which we can pass user input values which can be substituted within the method body. So after writing parameters, we start the method body or method definition using a opening curly bracket and we close it again using a closing curly bracket. And within the method, we can write the executable code or statements to be executed. So this is the syntax used for writing a method, and this return type is nothing but the type of result the method is going to return after the statements are executed. So whatever is the return type, that type of result is return. So this return keyword is used for returning the result, and if return type we are using void, then no return keyword is used for returning any result, because void means the method returns nothing or the result set is empty. So this is the way we write method in Java, and to execute this method, either if it is a static method, we call it just by the method name, and if it is non-static, then object name dot method name we use to call it along with the parameter values if there are any. So in this parenthesis, we write parameters to which we can pass values at the time of calling the method. So here we pass parameter values. So if there are no parameters, nothing is passed. If there is parameter any, then here we pass the values while calling the method. And we end the statement with semicolon, calling statement with semicolon. So this is the definition of method, the way or the syntax to define a method. And then this is for calling or executing, calling or invoking, we can say, is done in this manner using an object followed by the method name along with the values passed for the parameters. And we call it using dot operator, object name dot method name. So let's see it practically in Eclipse IDE. So here in Eclipse IDE, already I have a Java class student.java, inside which I have a public static void main method. Other than this default method, I am writing here the method which we will be writing it as user defined method, and we will be following the syntax which we have written here. That is this. So return type, method name, parameters, and opening method with curly bracket, closing it with curly bracket, and in between statements. So return type for now I am taking void, method name I am taking display, and parameters I am taking empty. So I'm not taking any parameters. And within the method, I'm just writing a single statement, system.out.println. And here within this, I will be writing a string hello. Now to execute, if I just run this program, I will not be getting any value in the console because here in the main method, there is nothing. So in console, we get no output. So, but to execute or invoke this method, we need to call it using the object of class student. So student object we will be creating. So object name, anything you can give. Here I have given object dot display. So this is how object name dot the method name we write. Because there are no parameters within parenthesis, I have not given any value for the parameters. So now if I run the program, I will be getting hello printed on the output screen, as in this method we have a single statement that prints hello. Now suppose I am writing here int as the return type, then I am supposed to return a integer, any integer value you can return, and how this integer can be used within the program. Now, if I run this, I will be getting only hello. The returned value is not printed. But if you want to print the returned value, you can call the method within the println statement like this. So return result is also printed, or you can. So this is one way of calling the method which is returning some value, or you can create a variable here of the type it is returning result. So here it is in returning the integer result. So I'm creating res as the variable name of type int, to which I will be assigning the return result. So how we can assign it is, again, the method call we can assign to the integer variable. So in the integer variable, the return result will be stored, and this variable anywhere in the program we can use. So this res will be containing the value 25, which can be used anywhere in the program. So if I print, suppose the value res, so res, if I print, then I will be getting res 25 here, result 25. So here using println statement, we have printed the return result. Here we have taken a variable into which we have held the return result of function member function display. So this is how we can make use of member functions in the Java program. Now let's see how to give a parameter also. Now suppose I am writing here int, or let's take string, MSG, and this MSG I want to print. So a string type of MSG variable. So while calling the method, here you can give the string value. So string or any type of value you can give. And here I'm giving by. So if I run welcome 25 by res25. So while calling here the method, I have given the input value welcome for MSG here, which will be substituted here and then printed by this statement. And in the 18th line, when I'm calling the method, I'm passing here the input value for MSG as by, which is again printed here before 25. So that's the reason we got welcome 25 for the first method call and by res25 for second method call. So this is how we can use methods in the Java program. And method you can write with return type, without return type, with parameter, without parameters, and you can make the method static and non-static also, so which we will be seeing later in coming videos. So thank you for watching the video, and please do subscribe the channel for more updates on Java and also other computer programming languages on this channel.